Hey, it's Beth from Spari. We get a ton of questions emailed to us and asked to us all about college savings and how to prepare for college and save for college for your kids. And so I'm going to spend a little bit of time and talk about that today. So I get it. There's a lot of moving pieces here. You probably know you should be saving for college, or you may be already saving and not knowing if you're saving the right amount or to the right place. And if you're anything like me, you may have really young kids and you're thinking, okay, this one's probably smart, he'll make it to college, but I'm not quite sure about that second one. So should I really be saving for college for this child or not? You just don't know how they're going to turn out always. So I'm going to talk about a few things. First of all, I'm going to point you to an excellent resource, and that's called savingforcollege.com. And on this website, there's going to be two really pieces of important information that you can get on this. Number one is it's going to tell you if there are any advantages or tax advantages to investing in the college savings plan or the 529 plan in your state. So it will tell you if there's any tax advantages. And if there are tax advantages to investing in the plan in your state, then you should definitely utilize one of those plans. The other piece that's great on savingforcollege.com is that it's going to rate all of the 529 college savings plans in the country on a star system. And so you can see within your own state, but you can also see within a national basis what are the best plans. There are two ways that you can invest in a 529 plan. You can either go through an advisor or you can do it on your own. I find quite often that it's pretty easy to do it on your own. Most of these 529 plans have set up their online portal to be very friendly towards you setting up your own account. So then the question is how much to save? I always tell people to take a little bit of a deep breath before I show them how much they need to be saving on a monthly basis in order to save for their child's education. It's a very expensive cost. And so I always recommend that people just start out with something small, even if it's $50 or $100, whatever you can work into your budget for every child each month. That would be, that's a great, anything is good. So just get started with something. And then over time, you can increase it if you want to. I do recommend that people set up the 529 plan and they set it up for automatic monthly contributions. That way it just comes out of your paycheck, it goes into the account, and it's taken care of. I also recommend in almost every 529 plan there are what are called age-based investment options. And these mean that as your child gets older, the investments automatically become more conservative. This is a very turnkey way to invest in for your child's college education. So now back to that question of, hey, we don't know if child number one, they seem sort of smart and they're going to get that scholarship probably someday, but child number two, well, we're not even sure if they're going to be able to make it into college. And how do you plan for that? Well, the good news is with 529 plans is even if you set up a 529 plan for each of your kids, you can transfer money or move it from one child to another. So for example, let's say that you've saved for two kids for college, your oldest child gets ready for college and they get a scholarship. So they don't need the money that you saved. And then child number two gets ready for college and they don't get any scholarships, but they're going to college. You can change the 529 plan for child number one to be for the benefit of child number two. And so you can switch around that a little bit. There are some dollar limitations on that, but for the most part, you should be able to do this without any type of tax consequences. If you have more questions about the details about those tax consequences, have any more questions about the 529 plans, send me an email or put a comment below. And I look forward to seeing you next week.